Hello and welcome to Sports News Africa, the home of Africa's sporting conversation. In today's edition, we'll take a look back at some of the stories that have made headlines this past week. African basketball fans are salivating at the prospect of the NBA coming to South Africa. For the first time ever, basketball enthusiasts in Africa will get a chance to see some of the biggest names in the sport when the NBA holds its first game in South Africa in August. The exhibition game in Johannesburg will pit Team Africa against Team World. Team Africa will be captained by South Sudan-born and Miami Heat forward Leol Deng, while Team World will be led by the Los Angeles Clippers point guard Chris Paul.
John Deng going through it for Miami Heat. The NBA Africa Game 2015 is on August 1st in Johannesburg, where Team Africa will take on Team World in the first ever NBA game in Africa. I was born in South Sudan in a town called Wau, which is a 16-hour drive from the capital, Juba. I would have never have dreamt that one day I'll be playing in an NBA game in Africa.
Nope. And the follow
Basketball is a growing sport. It's an international sport. It's just touching so many different parts of the world now. A lot of people in Africa have always been passionate about it, and growing up, they never had the chance to watch basketball, and now they have the chance to do so and be more involved into the game, with the game, and follow it. It's just an amazing thing, and I'm glad that the NBA is doing its part to get the people in Africa engaged and encourage them to take part of the game.
One clap! One clap! Good answer, my coach. Good answer.
Africa, are you ready?
Welcome back to Sports News Africa. Stephen Keshi has agreed to a 2-year contract to coach Nigeria's national men's football team, ending months of uncertainty and speculation over his future. Keshi, who led the Super Eagles to the 2013 Africa Cup of Nations crown, failed to make it to this year's tournament in Equatorial Guinea. The former Super Eagles captain has called for a fresh start.
Controversial Nigerian coach Stephen Keshi has a reason to smile after Nigeria Football Federation finally awarded him a 2-year contract. The renewal of his contract has been marred by controversy, with months of delays over the official signing. Speaking during a brief ceremony at the media room in Abuja Stadium, the elated coach could hardly hide his joy.
I feel good. It's an honor, it's a privilege to work for your country, to coach your country, most especially a country that you've served as a captain for 14 years, that you were pioneer of the Flying Eagles, and it's a great pleasure.
The former Super Eagles player had guided the Nigerian national team to the 2014 World Cup, where they were bundled out of the last 16 stage. He resigned immediately after the team lost to France, but was given a per-match contract for the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers, where the team lost all its matches.
This is a new page in Nigerian football. We're going to give everything that we know we're going to give for Nigeria to be up there. What happened in the past has happened. We won, we lost, win some, we lose some. This is the time that we all need to come together, concentrate, fight for one nation.
The NFF said it had renewed his contract on the basis of his track record with the Nigerian football squad.
I want him to redevelop our football culture, a sustainable football culture. Our other 20s are doing well and winning. They've won 17, now they've won the Africa and they're going to the World Cup. We want a seamless transition. We want him, he has won the Nations Cup before. Let him go and win that.
Keshi will be looking to the Nigerian football fraternity to support him as he seeks to redeem himself and return Nigerian football to its winning ways.
Uganda won the Africa Zone 6 Golf Championship for the first time after beating defending champion South Africa in Kampala last weekend. South Africa had previously dominated the three-day contest, winning the event 19 times out of 20, with Kenya the only team to break their stranglehold in the event in 2010.
It was a huge day for Ugandan golf on Saturday as the country clinched their maiden Africa Zone 6 Golf Championship trophy. Ugandan player Patrick Ochaya patted in the ball at the 19th hole to beat Namibian Gabriel Shikodi 5-3, much to the excitement of the crowd. Ochaya received a standing ovation as the score put them a point above the defending champions South Africa.
Of course, about the performance that we've had, I was always telling everyone on the TV, Bana, we knew the thingy, we knew that we'll take the trophy. We only had a strategy of getting 8, but we ended up getting 6.5, 6, and 6. So from the start, by the way, we knew that we shall take it.
The tournament favourite South Africa finished runners-up after a 4-year winning streak at the competition. The Southerners have won 19 times in 21 outings at the tournament.
Competition this year was good. I think that it was better than the past years. Usually South Africa always runs away with it. This year we had quite a few guys beating them. Some of the Ugandan guys themselves won quite a few matches against them. So the competition was much tighter than in years before, which made it more interesting, which was nice.
Golf analyst Innocent Ndawula said the Ugandan performance saw several firsts.
It's been a very good competition, and no team, I can tell you, no team again has led from day one and won this championship when South Africa has competed. We know it's been 21 editions now, and South Africa have won 19 of them. Kenya winning the odd one in Mombasa in 2010, and now Uganda coming on to show that home advantage really counts in sport.
Uganda finished first with 18.5 points, with South Africa following closely at 17.5. Zimbabwe were third with 16.5 points, and Kenya came fourth at 15.5.
The Nigeria Cricket Federation is embarking on the construction of 2 international standard cricket pitches at the Abuja National Stadium. Work has already begun on the pitches, which are expected to be completed in 3 months' time, ahead of the National Cricket Club League in September.
In an ambitious plan to raise the country's cricketing profile with a single event, Nigeria's National Sports Commission flagged off construction of 2 international standard cricket pitches on Saturday. The pitches, which the National Cricket Federation (NCF) says will be completed within 3 months, are being built to boost Nigeria's chances in a bid to host a Cricket World Cup in the near future.
This is the foundation for development of any sports infrastructure. Internationally acclaimed standard infrastructure, and that's what we have done today. This infrastructure will trigger sports in Nigeria, will trigger employment of youths, and trigger commercialization of these sports as well in Nigeria. You cannot do any of this if you don't have grounds.
Nigeria, which is well known for its obsession with football, is not known for its cricket, but Onyama believes that the country is ripe for the sport. The prospect of such grounds, according to Onyama, has attracted much international attention from some of the world's leading cricketing nations seeking partnerships with Nigeria.
We have gotten letters from a lot of countries, India, Australia, even England, of their interest to partner with us in playing cricket in Nigeria, which means that after this game is built, after this ground is completed, you are going to be seeing a whole lot of invitational cricket tournaments from a host of these countries that you people see on TV coming to play here, and that will increase tourism, sports tourism, thereby also create money for the Nigerian economy.
If Nigeria's bid to host a Cricket World Cup is successful, it would make it the 4th African nation to do so. The tournament was co-hosted in 2003 by South Africa, Zimbabwe and Kenya.
You're watching Sports News Africa. Madagascar's victorious team returned home to a hero's welcome after wresting the 2015 CAF Beach Soccer Championship crown from holders Senegal in the Seychelles. This was Madagascar's first ever continental title, quite an achievement for former French professional goalkeeper Claude Barab, who was only installed as coach a month before the event.
Madagascar are certainly no household name in the world of soccer, either on the international or the African stage. So their victory at the 2015 Confederation of African Football African Beach Soccer Championship held recently in the Seychelles has surprised not only the rest of Africa, but even their own fans, who turned out in droves to welcome the team home. While the Indian Ocean country may have shocked football enthusiasts with their win, held at Roche Cayman in the Seychelles, the players themselves were less than surprised.
We have put the sport above everything. We had prepared for this, and that is why we won. We were very well prepared.
One of the reasons that Madagascar may not be known for its regular football potential is the appalling state of local football infrastructure.
The country's fields are pathetic, leaving room for village matches only. This reduces football development to district level. With youth playing this football even at 7 years, it has grown popular in the neighborhood. As they keep improving, it becomes a fashion as it is a sport.
But what the country is lacking in infrastructure, it is making up for in potential that the beach soccer sides coach says will be revealed at the Beach Soccer World Cup in Portugal in July, which Madagascar will now be attending.
We set up a strategy and it worked. Expect the same during the World Cup.
In the CAF finals in the Seychelles, Madagascar beat favourite Senegal 4-3 in post-match penalties to lift the CAF African Beach Soccer Championship trophy and dethrone the reigning champion.
To motorsport next, and former national rally champion Jas Mangat won the Federation of Motorsports Clubs of Uganda Premier Sprint event at the Busika Sports Arena on Monday. Mangat beat off all comers in a time of 9 minutes and 21 seconds.
Rally fans in Busika were treated to motorsport action at the opener of the Federation of Motorsport Clubs of Uganda Sprint over the weekend. Crews battled for sprint championship points in the muddy tracks, thrilling hundreds of fans along the circuit. The fans cheered wildly as drivers struggled to keep their cars on the wet, muddy track.
I would well say Busika is one of the spectacular circuits around the country, and definitely racing over in Busika, you actually get to test the power of your car. You get to feel the kind of enthusiasm you get through the spectators onto the side of the road. It gives you the edge on pushing. Of course, seeing overside people cheering is another way. It keeps you entertained in the car.
Heavy rains at the weekend had turned most of the circuit to mud, forcing drivers to put an extra effort in navigation.
You can see everyone's pushing, but we haven't pushed that much because we're not running on mud grip. Unfortunately, we did not time the rain wrong. We timed the rain wrongly, but hopefully we will see the second run. Let's see how much we can push.
Many top drivers stayed away from the competition, giving local drivers a chance to make their mark in the sport. However, it was clear that these drivers needed a bit more practice if they wanted to dominate such circuits.
I think the circuit is very good. Unfortunately, the conditions on the circuit maybe are not the best today for most drivers because many are learning and many don't have the cars to just enter those turns as they would want to. But I think generally it's fine and it's a good circuit, it's a good area. I think maybe they need to come more often and practice. But I think many don't take it as their profession, so they don't have the time to practice.
2012 and 2013 Uganda National Rally Champion Jas Mangat won the sprint competition. Mangat, who was among the last to register, appeared to have no problems on his drive. He completed the track in 9 minutes 21 seconds, with Arthur Bleek Jr. setting for second position, 36 seconds behind Mangat.
Ethiopian champion Genzebet Dibaba has set her sights on greater achievements this year after winning the Laureus Sportswoman of the Year award. Dibaba, the younger sister double Olympic 10,000 meters gold medalist Durunesh, plans to shatter the 5,000 meters world indoor record to add to the 3 indoor records she broke last year in a 2-week span.
Newly awarded Ethiopian Sportswoman of the Year, Genzebe Dibaba, is on a mission to break the 5,000 meters indoor record. The 23-year-old will be gunning for the record this year after her 2014 performances earned her recognition and respect worldwide.
This year, in 2015, my plan is to compete on the 5,000 outdoor competition, and with the help of God, I want to finish with a time of 14:11.
On April 19th, the Larousse World Sports Awards held in Shanghai, China, named the Ethiopian runner Sportswoman of the Year. During 2014, Dibaba snipped 3 seconds off the previous 1,500-meter record, took apart the women's indoor 3,000 meters by nearly 7 seconds, and obliterated Meseret Defar's 2-mile world record by nearly 6 seconds, all in a span of 15 days.
I never thought that I would be able to win the nomination. I was very surprised the day I heard it. My family and my coach are very proud of me. I am also very happy to win it.
Dibaba happens to be sister to 3-time Olympic champion Tirunesh Dibaba and Olympic silver medalist Ejegayehu Dibaba, and cousin to former Olympic 2-time 10,000-meter gold medalist Deratu Tulu. Growing up surrounded by athletes all her life not only helped shape her career, but has provided her with plenty of support.
The year 2014 was a special one. Its memories will live with me forever. It is the year I registered remarkable results. I broke 3 world records in just 2 weeks' time. I can't explain how happy I was at that time. It is not an easy thing to break 3 world records in just 2 weeks. But with hard work, coupled with my family's and coach's support, I was able to do that, and I am happy with it.
With the Larousse Award, Dibaba joined the likes of tennis ace Novak Djokovic, who won Sportsman of the Year award, and rugby player Shock Berger, who bagged the Comeback of the Year award. She is the first Ethiopian athlete ever to have won in any category of the Larousse Awards.
And that's the end of Sports News Africa for today. We'll see you again on Monday with all the latest from Africa and around the world. Bye for now.